welcome back to Genshin Impact. And we're continuing on with all the events leading up to Lantern Rite. And to do that, we gotta go down here. And I could have died. How long that happen? Oh, we gotta go down more. I landed on her head. I'm sorry.
Island, we're back. Everything's all sorted.
Yes, it is.
Great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind.
What are we waiting for?
Ning Wang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Okay. I went hurried off.
My greetings to both of you.
I knew it was
Long
her.
time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite.
Oh, she definitely is.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies.
That's kind.
Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize.
Ooh,
Once
she's in on the
performance
concert.
itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
True.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
It would make sense.
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you
Like?
saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
I guess so.
It looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Wait, have we met Sea Gazer?
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
It's been too long. I can't seem to recall. Yeah, all I remember is cranes and a deer.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era.
That almost sounds
I wonder
poetic.
whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm unsure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
The ones that we know aren't like that.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend.
Yeah.
I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. It just ends with absolutely. Let me guess, it's gonna go into another cutscene, or we gotta run like 5 feet to another cutscene. Ooh. I'm guessing I kind of stopped one short of really getting to a good starting point. Which actually kind of works, because now we're starting off with this starting point. Radiant Sparks. So Radiant Sparks. During Lantern Rite, Tian Tian, a recruiter for the Adventurers Guild, is eagerly rubbing her hands together in anticipation of an interesting event. Go to West. Oh. See, normally when I do these underneath World Quest, it would be half episodes. But now we'll make this regular degula. Talk to Zhao Qin. Why? Oh, it's all the different quests. Where am I going exactly? Can I just jump down? Heck, I'm jumping down. Oh. That was unintentional. Now I'm all wet. It'll dry off in 5 seconds. And there it goes. Oh, don't hit your head. Don't hit your head. Cleared it. Cleared it. Ah, that's what they're talking about. Yeah, it looks like a fiery goose. All right, Tian Tian, what up? Oh no, I gotta read. Hey, happy Lantern Rite, esteemed ones. You guys have been having fun? How about going on a special adventure with me? Wow, you call us esteemed ones? Such a great attitude. Recently, we've been having a lot of fun, but why is Paimon getting a strange feeling that we met before? You guys are extremely diligent adventurers, so I'm sure we bumped into each other at some point. I'm Tian Tian. I usually hang out around the Feiyun slopes, looking to recruit new people into their Adventurers Guild. I might have done like a time trial with her or something. Everyone and their cats and dogs passing by have probably heard my voice. You do look a bit familiar, but then again, you don't really look much different from a lot of people that wear the exact same clothing as you do. Yes, it means my efforts were noticed by you guys. All the more reason for you to experience my masterpiece. You got a masterpiece? At this point, of course we'll lend you a hand. Can you tell us a little bit about your particular adventure? Sure, then I'll cut to the chase. Recently, I came across a new novel at the Wan Wen Bookhouse. Yeah, I'm still bad with names. No, that's not it. Rather, I gathered some new information. I've noticed that people's expectations for adventure are rising, and activities such as climbing and wind gliding are not as exciting as they used to be. Well, that's because wind gliding goes slow. And so does climbing. In order to get more people to join the Adventurers Guild, we need to come up with more novel and exciting approaches. So I teamed up with a couple of other recruiters, pulled together our resources, also consulted a few mountain climbers and fireworks craftsmen, and designed a new racing challenge. There are many mechanisms laid out in the challenge. Just step on them and use the momentum from the fireworks and gunpowder blast to accelerate into the sky. Fireworks? Gunpowder? So for the challenge, you want to blast people into the sky? Firework flying Paimon. Rocket propelled Paimon. Why are you so excited? You're always going up. Although with your strength, an explosive barrel bursting in front of you wouldn't faze you. But who knows? It might just blow you away. No need to worry. The explosion is contained inside a tough device. I've taken the necessary precautions to make sure it's safe and injury-free. I've also filed a patent with the Ministry of Civil Affairs and publicized this event many times. Please do not steal my idea. We wouldn't dream of it. There are so many hurdles. You've really put a lot of thought into this. As far as I can tell, just doing this racing challenge will stir the spirit of an adventure even in an average passerby. Esteemed ones, your reputation precedes you. If you guys take point on this racing challenge, you'll be sure to attract a lot of people. I have also prepared great rewards for the challenge. They'll be sure to encourage more people to join the Adventurers Guild. Okay, firework and gunpowder race, let's go! Oh boy, time for Paimon and me to get blown sky high. Hey, Paimon sees you laughing. As Tian Tian said, it's perfectly safe. Don't you want to give it a try? Then it's a deal. Without further ado, please give it a whirl. There are a lot of tracks for you to try. I'm sure you'll have a good time with them, and I'll get a couple months worth of results. It's a win-win. Maybe I'll have to turn this into another half episode, like almost immediately. I'll go ahead and do the first one now, though. I'll do the first one of all these. First one's all the way in the marsh? This is pretty far away from Niue Harbor. Why would you have a challenge so far away from the city? Hold up a second. I noticed that I had a whole lot of, whatever they're called. Worship the statue. What are these called? Geoculus. It's like nucleus, but with geo in front of it. So Geoculus. Yeah, it just feels weird. Still not enough to level it up. That's disappointing. All right. To the race. Oh, does it start over there with that hourglass time trial thing? How come we can't run? I'm trying to run, but it won't let me. There we go. Oh my gosh, why was it so stubborn? In the Radiant Sparks challenge, the less time taken, the more challenge coins collected. The higher your final score will become. During the challenge, you can obtain the technique Sparkling Rush by collecting aliases of sparks. By unleashing Sparkling Rush, the character will dash forward, collecting all the challenge coins nearby. Additionally, Sparkling Rush can pierce through the barriers of the obstruction fruits. Approach firework fruits to rapidly leap in the air using the fireworks power. Your wind glider will automatically deploy upon reaching the highest point. Okay, let me fight these guys first, though. I want to get this chest. That's a good-looking chest. How come they didn't drop any masks or anything?
A reward on the road.
All right, let's get it started. Why are you humming so much? Start. You rest for a while, waiting for the perfect moment. Oh, missed one. Got it. And deployed. This is a lot of fireworks. Wait, I need to go higher. Can I get much higher? Please. Interrupt challenges can be restarted. Okay. Send me up again. Ah. Please, I want to get more coins. Why can I not? What is zoo? Why is my sprinting not starting ever? What's going on? I'm confused. What was that? I have no stammies. I'm gonna fall to my death. Do I need to become Amber for like better gliding ability or something? Because this is horrible. I got no gliding ability. Oh, we're about to go higher. I got all those coins. All these ones. Oh, I missed one. Never mind. I didn't get all of them. Yeah, this kind of sucks. What now? I don't get how I'm supposed to do better glides. I don't like this challenge. My fireworks are getting more annoying as they go on. Uh-oh. That sucks. I tried again. I want to change up characters. I want to see if the gliding champion of Mondstadt can do better for me. Oh, that's how it works. I didn't know that. Oh, that makes all the difference. I just feel dumb that I didn't notice. And down. Mix. And whoosh. I was going so slow before too. Now I'm a quick one. And pop. Take that, Peaches. Oh, I missed one. 2 coins down. Go. Go. And bop. Boom. Wait, don't waste me. Actually, we kind of can. And wasting them is fine right here. Go. Next. All right, down. Much better. Much better. Woo. Thought I got that figured out here. Got that figured out here. Why did I say it like that? That was weird. Okay. The exquisite night chimes. Event details. Boom. Give me the rewards. Nice. Oh, I'm going to be making another round of wishes before you know it. I'm going to do these other ones later in a half episode. The next half episode. Oh, I saw something else here. Festival anecdotes. Oh. Should I do this now? You know what? No. I'm not gonna do it now. Paper theater. A few words in the foreground. A man's melancholy yearning. Adepti and demons. And a heartfelt romance played out with paper. With paper? Let's do this, and then I'll do all the stuff with Gayu. And then we'll come back and finish up with the other two of these, and then I'll have a half episode next time. And then this will all be over just in time. Yeah. All right. Teleport over to here. I'm gonna have to read more though, aren't I? Also, let me get my real team out again. I actually didn't need Amber. I just realized everything better with Amber. Zhongli could have done fine. I just suck at understanding things. All right, and down. A performance going on at the North Wharf. That just feels like a weird combination. North Wharf. This notice is so vague. It doesn't say what the show is or who's going to perform in it. Paimon wonders where the location is, but if we can't find it, we can always ask people on the street. There's a lot of people there. Paimon also sees it. Whoa, so many people are gathered there. Maybe just for the show. Let's ask around. Ask passerby. Passers-by. That's kind of a weird word, passers-by. And passerby is just one. But like making it plural, the S is within the word. That's what I'm saying is weird. Fortune and health. Peace and wealth. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Oh, I read that like an old man. I thought that like the old man that was like in front of him that he was jumping for was the one saying it. It was just a kid. Yes, there's gonna be a paper play. Are you guys here for it too? So this opera is called Paper Play? No, paper plays and Leeway operas are not the same thing. I didn't say Leeway operas, did I? I should stop being mean. He's a kid. Xing. I think that's how you say his name. The show is about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry. As for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. Honored guests, we'll be performing Bravebeard today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now is a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins. So the performance called Bravebeard. The Paimon's never heard of this story. New stories come out all the time, Paimon. Shh. We can still hear you even if you whisper at a whisper. Keep it down. You can talk during intermission and selection. Sorry. Well, guys said that we weren't starting yet. He said, go ahead and use the restroom or get your drink. We can talk, kid. Gosh, being so snooty. Intermission selection? The story of Bravebeard is quite long. In fact, it'd be too long to do it all in one go. So, Yingong will let the audience pick which scene they want to see during an intermission. Xingxi, I'm trying to listen to the play. Kid, I swear, you're the type of kid that when you're in school, you ask the teacher, well, aren't you going to collect our homework before class ends? That's the type of kid you are. I can already tell. I always hated that. I remember so many groans coming out in college classes when somebody did that. We were just like, dude, are you serious? Oh, I won't bite anymore. I promise. So, dear guests, what part of Bravebeard's story would you like to see today? Whatever is first. Would you like to see Mountain Bound? Or Worshipping Adepti? Maybe Exercising Demons? Or Ascension? Hey, that was a zombies map. Was that the last one of the first Black Ops? Or did it come along in the middle of the second one? I think it was the first one. As long as you can name it, I can perform it. I want to see Bravebeard fight monsters. He is so handsome and wins every time. Why do you care if he's handsome? You've seen worshipping Adepti and exercising demons so many times already. Haven't you gotten tired of it? I want to see the part where the Bravebeard goes home to see his sister. Kid, why must you always have it your way? The Bravebeard has a sister? How have I not heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. How impressive. Not many people would request homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Are you saying the one kid isn't a real fan? Everybody's being a jerk to that kid. I feel bad for yelling at that to start. All right, just in time for Lantern Rite. We will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a wheel of how lovers end up together. I thought you said he was going home to see his sister. This is getting weird. There are 3 characters who shall appear in this scene, aside from our Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar with, of course. There's also a lonely girl named Yi Bing, and an honest gentleman named Nanfang. This better not be the sister. Do you understand any part of this, MC? Paimon's still confused. Well, they haven't gotten the story yet. They're just selecting what part of the story we're going to go with, Paimon. So this story is about a guy called Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's going to be a lot of supporting characters as well. Apparently only 2 of them in this scene. And be quiet, Paimon. We're going to get shushed by the kid again. But so far, there's only been 1 performer on stage. And there's a folding screen? How's it going to work? It's going to be like a paper performance behind it. Hey, someone here has never seen a paper play before. Tattletale. Yeah? Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work. Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinct flavors. You mean like sweet, savory, bitter, like... As you may know, the characters in Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Liyue operas take place on a large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it paper play. A paper play. So basically, it's kind of like when you have a shadow puppet play with actual puppets, but it's paper on silk. Yeah, we'll just run with that. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment. Will you be controlling them? Yingong, I don't think they know about Bravebeard either. Would it be okay if you introduce them to his story? You know, the one you always start with? That's called our establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that one too. Please perform it for us, Yingong. At least this kid is being kind now. Establishing a moment, establishing a moment. He just wants to hear it himself. It is said that the sky is the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Huanggang. I don't know if I'm saying these names right. Suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and rivers. So he chose to be a pariah. By chance, he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he became known as the Bravebeard. I guess because Blackbeard was already taken. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Bravebeard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folk society, where he had a sister at home. His poor sister, Yibing, was now alone and helpless. I thought you guys said that was the lover. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. Okay, I clicked for it to happen. Hey, don't just stand there. Clap. Bravo. Is there a rule about when we should clap? Okay. Thank you all. We are supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these two guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I asked these two to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting in directing the scene. It will give you both a good look, and it will help the actors move forward in this stage. What do you think? Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all the paper plays. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. Calm down, kid. You've been up there too many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show. Yeah, he's the kid that asks the teacher if they want the students' homework. That's fine by me. Help direct the scene? That sounds so novel. It's also fine by Paimon. I shall ask you two to prepare. As soon as you two are in position, the performance will begin. All right, let's get into position and do the first one, I guess, then. So you guys ready? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you Homeward, Bravebeard. Holy crap, look at all that. There's a lot of scenes to do. Should we do all of Homecoming and then do something else? Yeah, let's do that. After the performance begins, the actor named Hongguang will move at the fixed speed across the stage and will change directions upon making contact with the paper theater's edge or any obstacles. The traps will appear and impede the journey of Hongguang. Touching them will cause the performance to fail. Move the stage selection to change his path to avoid traps such that he can reach his destination. Huh? So apparently, do I gotta like drag him over to there? Let's see when we go. Entering the room. There we go. That works, I guess. We made it to the door without crashing into the vase. Successful performance. Mercy to exercise. Life to save. Parting from closest kin to brave. Next scene. Do this again. No, 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 no! Oh no! He died. That works. I don't get where the story comes in. I thought there would be a lot more reading involved. Over the mountains, the distance vast. One in a dream to meet at last. Oh, this one's fixed. Oh, the vase bounces him back. Oh, I wish I knew that. I thought you'd break it or something. Yibing, your brother's home. Is that the end of the homecoming part? It is. I'll collect these and then I'll leave the rest of this for the half episode.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu. Let's head to Eugene Terrace.
I agree. Like, no, I'm not even gonna say this is cool and all. I mean, I kind of understand how it works. It's kind of like a small mini game, but it's like the most basic of mini games. All right. Wait, I gotta reset us on the quest. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. Let's go. Okay, I'll teleport here. And make sure we're far enough away that we won't fall to our death when we get close. So it'd be bad. It would be a waste of food, essentially. I think we're still far enough away. Yeah, we're good. Ganyu! Yeah, I don't have to read anymore for today. Oh, she nodding off. Oh, she caught herself.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
4:31 in the afternoon. For me, at least. I don't know what it is for you.
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
Obviously not.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
She didn't sleep at all.
Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was
Facts.
allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else,
Including the fact that he was
even
drowning.
his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they imagine her having wings. Maybe they gave her horns. Well, wings, you would think
like
fairy.
A crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me?
Diving after them and pull them up.
Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
Well, you'd hide behind a tree instead of making sure that they're still breathing. So stealthy.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things.
She's shy.
And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well,
Same!
What if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
Who are you emulating?
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon.
Oh, that's who.
As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet.
Are you
If
musically
we
gifted?
set off now, we could head to Mount
Why do I get the
outside
image of
and ask
Ganyu with
her
the pan
about it.
flute?
You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
No, bring her
I've
food.
prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case.
Still have to make
However,
some reservations.
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised
Oh?
I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts.
Why are we having second
Traveler?
thoughts?
Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Yay, you're going with us.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now.
Yep.
Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic.
Should we really, though?
Did he leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Paimon can only float so fast. The quest location... So what, you're saying I can't do it? Oh! If you wish to meet Cloud Retainer again, you must prepare a food offering.
1, 2, breathe.
We got food. get this one out of the way so we can continue on with this quest. Why is there always so much in the way of getting things done? Always. Glide around the mountain. You know I gotta pick things up. Always. Offer the delicious jewelry soup. Do I have the recipe for that? Let's drop down on the table. I feel like it's impolite, but I don't care. Offer jewelry soup. Oh, we have some. A single harmony for irreplaceable soul. He's a cloud retainer. Wait. Is this open now? Did all I have to do was deliver the soup? All I had to do was deliver the soup. Well, let's go to this. Wait. It's the opposite direction. Is the soup going to be alright sitting here? You know what? I don't care. I need to go get all this done. Come on, Chi-Chi, you can make it without having to swim? She did.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
No, we're very fit.
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh?
Gasp.
Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's
Me neither.
always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Could she be busy with something else right now? Could she have run into trouble?
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Oh gosh.
Oh, will it involve a lot more traveling?
Yeah, we can teleport though.
Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
But be
Please
dead.
go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
So you want us to
Yes,
purposely drown
I think
ourselves?
that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
If you're so sure, why don't you try?
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
That's true. The way that we were supposed to have met Paimon is we fished her out of the water. How'd you get in the water in the first place? I think it's just a bad idea.
Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center!
Yeah, I don't like Paimon's idea. Swim to the center of the pool. Oh, let's switch to be the Traveler. I don't want to see Chi-Chi drowning. Let's swim on out there. Hold on. Swim, 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 swim.
Help!
Someone help me. I forgot how to swim
Drowning!
after I swam out here.
If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
I thought a Paimon was the one that was drowning. Someone carries you
What is
ashore
going on?
so quickly you don't catch who it is. Zhao.
How do you feel right now?
How do you say her name again? Shenhua? I feel fine.
Shenhe,
Shenha.
and the Conqueror of Demons.
Our plan didn't really work out.
Say something! Please don't make Paimon explain it.
It was Paimon's idea.
Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music.
That way to describe it.
But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
Are you saying he
And
can't be a
I am
woman?
not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay,
We know that as well.
so this is Paimon's fault.
Yeah.
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Sorry for troubling you both. I'm fine.
Glad you're okay.
Oh, were you worried about me? You're leaving already.
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last
Hmm?
thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
You got that, Paimon?
As ever, the conqueror of demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Well, he controls wind.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Say yes. Say yes.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
Why not bring it with you?
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor.
Good for you.
Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me.
Don't take
But
them.
when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that.
She sees you as more as an
Sometimes
equal.
I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
Well, Ganyu just doesn't want you to be too courteous around her. Like, literally, you have the same master.
Oh, is that what it is?
Most likely.
Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep.
Paimon, we don't have to be that much on the same page.
Speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
Seriously.
It's a kind
How do you explain music to someone?
happy or relaxing sound, or a nerve-wracking sound, or even a terrifying one.
Paimon, you suck at explaining this.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks.
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you should base it off of Paimon's description. So you follow Shenhe to her cultivation place. Why's it got to be at her cultivation place? Do we got to climb a little bit? Maybe a little. Climb up, and if we need to glide down, we'll glide down. Let's see. What does she think music is based on Paimon's description?
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Are the hills alive with it? Don't worry about being wrong. Paimon is the one that just couldn't explain it properly.
Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this
This is weird.
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
Oh!
You said bird songs and you don't know what music is.
Paimon wasn't quite done with the description.
Paimon wasn't really
Okay,
good at starting
fine,
with
it's
description
all
either.
Paimon's fault.
Yep.
What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
The name of my previous dog. Come on, Paimon. Sing us a nursery rhythm.
Hey, don't you patronize Paimon! Let's get one thing straight. Paimon knows plenty of nursery rhymes, but Paimon does not sing on demand without payment.
Of course, it's gotta be famous.
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
All right, fingers crossed that this won't attract a whopper flower. I feel bad for the voice actor that had to do this.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Mm-hmm.
That was a melody.
Why
and
do I have
melodies
to
can be
get so
called
much on
music.
page with Paimon all the time?
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day.
Music can do that.
Oh, so that's the power of music.
Yes.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep. Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our life squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. The little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops.
Ditties!
Tunes of folk artists performing on the streets.
All the sounds of Liyue Harbor.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives.
That's sad.
At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses, but at the very least, Kuching and Shenhe are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am.
Do you really
Technically
understand the concept of
speaking,
friend?
We should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Aww.
Thank you.
Look at that relationship
everyone.
building.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city.
You have a home in the city?
Please invite Kuching as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
Taste?
You are too kind.
You mean like literal
I couldn't
taste?
possibly.
I feel like she means
Nonsense.
literal taste.
You are my friend.
Aw.
I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Weird.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Oh, look, they're both learning how to be human.
Do people say that?
Yeah.
I'm not completely sure either.
Actually, I'm not really sure they do anymore.
Matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned
Do we understand
about your
that
idea
reference
of a
or that
girl's
phrase?
night out.
Split hairs?
Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
I doubt Kuching will be munching on any flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Paimon did it.
Master,
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
They're all calm about it.
There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
She doubled down.
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she.
Whoa.
Even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights.
This is Paimon we're talking about.
If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well,
Yes.
shall one lead the way?
Yes, please, Cloud Retainer.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Right, Shenna.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
I will say, to be fair to Paimon, she might not understand the best pronouns used with Cloud Retainer, since she refers to herself as one. So one's, that's Cloud Retainer's pronoun. But apparently she does identify as a woman as well. Continue. Head to the designated location. Hold on. Before I do that, I saw that down there. And I got keys for Liyue. I have one for Mondstadt, like 3 for Liyue. And then none for Inazuma. And are there any of these in Sumeru? Oh, there's someone here. Stay out of sight! I don't want to be seen. Open. Oh, I had 5 of these. I was wrong, but I don't mind the fact that I was wrong.
I'll keep this close.
All right, let's go where we're supposed to go, which is over here. Why over here? Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Okay, I'll stop. Turn around. I said I'd stop. It's hard to stop. That song is fun to sing.
Is this Quaily Plains?
Is that how you say it?
Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Oh, you referred to her by name this time.
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I'm not sure.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust.
Who?
She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike.
Oh, I wouldn't have gone along with her then.
Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival.
I thought you were about to say
One
old
has many
fool.
memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor One was content to let him just steal the spotlight.
If you're one who's
So
two,
we would then also
need to know.
present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, One often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of One's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
you don't have hands.
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
Yes, she is.
One digresses.
But she also doesn't have hands.
Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
Like?
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat.
So she would
She
either
always sought
participate
to
or
make everyone
deflect.
happy. And one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, One never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to One as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
Uh,
You... Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table.
ooh, you're bringing in more names.
Who would dare snub the Stove God and his wondrous creations? At the sight
Stove
of
God?
them, we would all immediately drop the argument.
Isn't that a
and
rapper?
prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, One was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
I mean, just drink from the corner. I don't think I'd really mind.
Then you are most tolerant. But that is its own
You definitely
burden.
can't drink just from a side. You gotta go from a corner.
Even One could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking.
Even
As
in a
we
square cup?
ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter.
You need people that can
Each
do
of
that.
those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy.
Fossils.
So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end.
So you just had an all-night party.
Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before
Streetward
returning to her
Rambler?
own abode. The glazed lilies were far more abundant back then.
She is name dropping like
Entire
crazy.
fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Streetward Rambler?
Uh-huh.
That would be Ping. You probably
Oh!
know her as Madam Ping.
Oh,
Yeah, we know her.
okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or
Yes.
are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Ascend, or whatever you want to say.
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning.
Jeez, now I'm getting to be on
No
Paimon's
matter,
side. Hey,
one
Hilly
will
Troll.
share the whole story with you now.
Please, share away.
In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it.
That's Cloud
In
Retainer?
one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical
I feel like they could
arts.
throw Guizhong into
As
this
for
game
the
at some
story
point.
between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler,
Like, look at her
that
design.
begins with a
I
certain
can see her holding
bell.
a sword or something.
In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by
That's a young
machinery.
Madam Ping.
They argued endlessly until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing.
You don't like
One's
relish?
dealings with Guizhong were born
Same.
out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
what? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted.
She does not like talking to
In the
Paimon.
end, one is nothing like Streetwood Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own.
Sounds like you're jealous.
Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition.
So we should talk to Madam
That
Ping about it.
cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madam Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler.
That makes sense
A
in the
vain
image.
beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins.
Clearly.
Since the right time had not yet come.
When is the right time?
As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
I'm sure you didn't.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhong passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. The music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw,
Many others.
poor Madame Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time.
That's...
As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetward Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
I mean, we kind of have to, don't we?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us, are usually careful to avoid.
But if she teaches it or gives it to the performer that's been looking for her, it will give closure for him, and they could possibly play it at the festival, which would make her have a happy memory to it. Let's keep playing it.
If I
We
may
got to
be
go
so
to
bold,
her with it.
Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
That
How
that
so?
part.
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way. So I, too, am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and
Like
will
us.
guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with.
Why are there so many shitty people
Though
around?
It is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit. Life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Ganyu is right.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
That's possible.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Leo Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
I think you'd want to
Is
see.
not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
Yeah, but
I disagree.
wouldn't you want to see the song
Each
performed?
new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
If nothing else, do it for Ganyu.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable.
She brought edibles.
Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
It's possible.
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
Oh, come on. Why you gotta eavesdrop?
Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Are you sure about that? She literally just came back and say, shut up and get going. That's where we're going then. Teleport here. I like going down rather than going up. It's faster. Of course, you can't go down too quickly. You gotta stop eventually. Before it's too late. Still faster. And directed. There's a chest down here somewhere. Wait, where is it? Is it back here? What's that? There's someone there. Chest. Hello? Ah, there it is. I'm trying to blend in. Almost
I'll keep
works.
this close.
I feel like people would stop and be staring at Cloud Retainer. So we can a prompt to talk to Cloud Retainer if we're just gonna do the
Whoa.
cutscene.
Madam Ping and Cloud Retainer?
We just
It
discussed this
appears you
Paimon.
made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Yeah, you flew.
Oh,
I teleported.
bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely?
Oh, she didn't say
And
anything
why
back
should
about that.
one be tasked with saying it?
Why you gotta be so
You're
prideful?
the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
She's saying that you're rude. She don't know the words to
Given
say.
that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air.
Did he really just come to tell her nice weather we're having today, isn't it?
Ganyu, please continue from here.
She's more antisocial than I am. Far more antisocial than I am.
All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
And we think it's you. Counts as story to mapping. It's you, isn't it?
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Ah, let me think.
Oh, she just forgot about it.
Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter.
We approached her with the story originally, right? She just forgot because it's been so long.
Time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief.
Word of mouth is a strong thing.
It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
We just got done talking about her.
We like to call her Guizhong.
Boom.
From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
That she did.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change.
In what way?
She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence.
Doesn't mean that she was wrong about us being weak.
She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Potted plant
Of
mechanism.
course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Well, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did. And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody.
She would have
There was
embraced
a
them.
period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past
Enjoy that
still
time.
weighs heavily on your heart?
Oh, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
Is this the one that you're talking about?
Honest and open mind to
You're calling the whole
confront
city a
and
potted
conquer
plant?
grief. You have indeed made progress.
Or are you saying the tree that's up here that you're always standing
Be
by?
that as it may, I shall leave the lantern rite stage to the youth of today.
Can you teach the song though?
If you're sure.
Granny!
Yanfei!
Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Yes, it was terrible.
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No. Everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now.
Is this an excuse?
I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands.
I think it's an
Cloud
excuse.
Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
You have the ability to carry a conversation?
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
Okay, but what were we talking about you?
Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Teach it to the musician.
Wow, that'd be great! We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Okay. Is he down by the stage? Probably. That makes sense. Come on. We're not getting to the other things that would be in the half episode today. Those will just have to wait for the half episode themselves. There they are.
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuchin's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
I'd say so.
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious?
Super serious. We recount the true story of the fairyland to Kuching and Dvorak.
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend?
Yep.
That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madame Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
I wouldn't.
Madame Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Is there much more that we have to do mission-wise?
Speaking of, Madame Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Relax. Just treat it like any other performance.
Okay, all right. Nope, another rehearsal's in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Well, it's fine. Do you want another rehearsal?
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone.
Is it Dvorak or Dvorak?
Telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
That was a pretty broad summary, but not the most detailed. Although it was better than how she tried to explain it before.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
She'll do a better job.
Does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Of course she is.
Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Whew. care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots!
Bamboozle soup.
Zhang-Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right?
Probably.
Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
You know what? I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I think. What are you looking at, Aether? Okay. I think I'll wait. We'll actually have one more episode of everything leading up to Lantern Rite. Oh no, he's gonna stop it. Can I get your eyes on the camera, Aether? We'll save going to the funeral parlor for next time. We'll also do the first objective of the last two things for the next thing, and then the half episode will come after that. So it won't be episode 101.5. It will be 102.5. Why am I looking the wrong way? But that'll be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, doses.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me either.